So welcome to week 5, and we will get into chapters 9 and 10. And in chapter 9, we jump into flexible budgets. And with a flexible budget, the purpose of this, we talked a little bit about variances. We take our budget and our actual, and we compare them when we come up with the variance. But with flexible budgets, what we're doing is taking that same idea, but basing it on actual, let's see, what word do I want to use here? Not production, performance, output. Actual output. So for example, let's say that I budgeted that it's going to cost me $10 to make my product, and I think I'm going to make 100. So my cost is $1,000. But I actually make 200. My cost is $2,000. So I have a variance of 1,000, but it's not a good or bad thing because the cost per unit stayed the same. So what we're doing is just kind of looking at that based on our actual output so we can get even a better understanding of what's going on with our budget. And then in chapter 10, we get into standard cost. And if you work in manufacturing ever, you probably will see this terminology and you'll go, oh, I know exactly what this is. I remember learning about this in my managerial accounting class. I love this story. I had a student one time in my cost accounting class, and we were talking about standard cost and variances, and he basically told me it was the dumbest thing he'd ever heard of in his entire life. And he got a job after graduation, and his job was analyzing variances for shampoo, of all things. And so we have direct materials. I can top that out. We have direct labor, and we have variable manufacturing overhead, and we have fixed manufacturing overhead. So we've used this terminology till you're probably just completely sick of it. But now what we do is we take this and we start breaking it apart and analyzing it based on this budgeting that we've been doing. So with direct materials, we're looking at the price and we're looking at the quantity. Did we use as many yards as we thought we were going to in making that pillow? Did it cost as much per yard as we thought it was going to cost? With direct labor, we look at the rate and we look at the hours. And variable manufacturing overhead, we look at the rate and the driver, whatever that might be. Same with our fixed manufacturing overhead. So further breaking this down and getting a better idea of what's going on with our budget and our variances.